The morning is drawing to a close here at Pocket Gamer Connects 2018 in London. I'm joined by Morgan Monet from a little company called Facebook. Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now then, just checking the mic is actually on. So, we're specifically interested in, the games of it all. Facebook is obviously this huge platform that deals with lots of other things, but specifically, you guys are focusing on bringing games not only to the browser platforms, but also more recently to the Messenger app. So now you've got these HTML5 games that exist within the app that you can play. When they initially came out at Pocket Gamer, we all started downloading them and interacting and playing with them. Firstly, how much of a struggle was it to get them into the apps working in a way that was streamlined and easy to access? And secondly, how do you get the right people playing the right games?
So that's a very interesting question. So Messenger is a very interesting platform, and we have a team that's developing it, constantly. And Instant Games recently launched. It's been a year. I think it was the first year anniversary yesterday or something like this for Instant Games. And we had some wonderful presentations during Pocket Gamer talking about Instant Games. I think that bringing a social interaction component to Messenger is very interesting opportunity, being that today we have over 1.3 billion people on Messenger, which is quite insane thinking about it.
That's not factoring in all the other, we're talking about Instagrams and WhatsApps and all the other
exactly
platforms.
But when it pertains to exactly what I do, so I don't work specifically on the Messenger platform. There's a specific team dedicated to that, so I wouldn't be able to specifically talk about Messenger and Instant Games to it. But when it comes to your second question about how we're trying to help games get discovered, so the team I work on is obviously games, and we have a lot of subsegments to games. So we have the platforms team and other teams such as the Instant Games team. And the team I specifically work on helps advertisers or game developers scale and develop their game. And our main focus is to make sure that the game developers are leveraging the right tools for user acquisition. Obviously, when you look at gaming for Facebook, it's one of the most important verticals for us. We think that the industry is so vibrant and there's so much opportunity overall in general to help these game developers reach the right audience, that we have these four kind of pillars that I was talking about, which is discovering, watching, playing, and sharing.
Gotcha.
And today, Facebook's focus is really to help game developers get their game discovered, then have a community where people can play, watch, and share games. And the play is that component of Messenger you were talking about with the Instant Games component.
So one of the tricks, I guess, is you've got this ridiculously huge user base, right? You've got this audience, you've got billions of people logging in every month just to,
2 billion.
2 billion, there you go, all there. And so there's almost an embarrassment of riches there in terms of here are all your users, here's thousands of people, and we've got these games that we want to push and hopefully get a good response from them. So targeting the right game to the right user, what's the trick there? Because presumably you've got data, lots of data, and about picking the right points to say this game will suit this person and how. How do you get that streamlined into a way that developers can understand it and go, right, we can trust these guys to push it to the right place? And from your end, how do you kind of collate that data into a meaningful pattern recognition sort of thing? How do you work out what goes where and who to put the games to?
Yeah, so we're very lucky to have this wonderful community on Facebook where actually people engage with the content. So on Facebook today we have 2 billion people. On Instagram we have over 800 million people. So when you look at it as an opportunity to get your game discovered, it's tremendous. And Facebook has developed tools over the years where we allow businesses, not only game developers, but businesses overall, to be able to leverage the targeting audiences on Facebook. And when it's specific to gaming, you can basically find interests. So you can target interest-based audiences. So say you have an MMORPG on mobile, you can target people that are fans of MMORPGs or MMORPG titles, for example.
And you know this because of stuff that they've liked or approved of?
So yeah, absolutely. It's in regards to the interaction or things that users have showed on the platform, or people have showed on the platform actually, that they're interested in. So I'm someone who loves games. I've been playing since I'm a kid, so every time there's a MMO, a strategy game or whatnot, I would interact with it. And I usually get targeted by MMO or strategy games. Yeah. And that's the premise of Facebook. It's to be able to give the right content to the right people at the right time.
It's kind of a massive advantage to have that social platform tied into the gaming platform. Because if you are, I don't know, a developer who exclusively produces a particular kind of game, you've got an audience there that you've cultivated, and then you can maybe cross-promote other games that that developer has. You know, another Match 3 puzzler, this guy likes Match 3 puzzlers because he plays ours. But beyond that, beyond the play sessions and the genre that they like because that's what they've downloaded, you don't know a great deal about that person. Whereas with something like Facebook, you've got an immense amount of data about their daily activities, what desserts they like to eat, you know, really specific stuff. So presumably that gives you a bit of an advantage?
So one of the things that Facebook gives developers the ability to leverage is the Facebook SDK, which you can implement into your app. And you can set specific events within your app, such as tutorial complete, level achieved, or even the purchase event. And last year, well, actually end of August 2016, we developed this optimization method called the app event optimization, which is like kind of revolutionary for us and game developers because it allows you to find those valuable players for you through the kind of behavior they have in your app. And by combining that with the Facebook targeting, which I think is also a wonderful tool, like it allows you to prospect people that look the most like the people in your app.
Right.
So say, for example, I have an app, I have microtransactions, and I put in this purchase event in my app. Well, you can create a custom audience from this purchase event. So I can basically say, these 1,000 people that purchased in my app, I want to retarget them, for example, with cross-promotion. Or I want to use this as a seed audience and find people that look the same as these people.
Okay.
And then can go on Facebook, target the worldwide or a country, and then say, find me people that trigger these type of events.
Right.
So really find those valuable users that behave the way you want them to and bring them into your app.
Gotcha. So in terms of 2018, what's the focus this year? You mentioned the 4 pillars. What's the thing that you're trying to improve or streamline or reach out toward?
So I feel like one thing that's been working really great for us has been Instagram stories, and like that's a really cool format.
I only used that for the first time in 2017, and I was surprised at what it was. I was anticipating just a few, like a collated update post, and it was this entire news platform, essentially. So I was quite surprised.
So Instagram Stories is this new like vertical format.
Yeah.
It's ephemeral marketing, which I think is very different than how we used to do marketing back in the days. But Instagram Stories have been working really well. I mean, I think we have 300 million monthly active users on Instagram Stories itself. And also it's been showing very good metrics in terms of engagement. So brands leveraging Instagram Stories have more interaction there. Really excited about, as I was saying, the discover, watch, play, and share. Like, I think watch is going to be a very interesting move in 2018 in the sense where video content is really important today. It's an immersive format, and I think that content is getting more and more important constantly. So we'll see how 2018 looks, but we're keeping an eye out for all these different things.
Excellent. And you'll actually be able to see the talk that you guys did here at the conference. It'll be up on the site somewhere around BG. So if you want to see what you guys were talking about here, you can find it on the site. But it was great to talk to you, man,
James,
and best of luck with next year.
Thank you.